Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Scorpios out there for the week of March 1st until the 7th. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, 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 rising Venus and Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. What kind of love or energy is coming towards my Scorpios during the week of March 1st to the 7th? What type of energy is coming towards my Scorpios during the week of March 1st to March 7th? Okay, here we go. Okay, so right now we have an individual that's done a lot of soul searching, a lot of self-reflecting on themselves. Okay, so this is an individual that has done quite a bit of soul searching, reflecting, and internal work on themselves. Okay, I'm getting a sense here to kind of make themselves they know that they have some issues, they need some things they needed to work out, so they did a lot of the internal work on themselves. Now, with that being said here, there's multiple things going on here. We have the Three of Cups here. This is a person that does quite a bit of socializing, okay? Quite a bit of socializing, constantly in places where there is a lot of alcohol. Okay, alcohol in use here. So we like a lot of, maybe like a lounge, a club, just an overall. This person is always type of in that type of zone where there's a lot of drinking and celebrating going on. Now, this person is professed their deep feelings for you, and they're kind of waiting for their ships to come in. Okay, so they're kind of waiting on the horizon. They're just kind of waiting to see if their ships are going to come, to wait to see if, you know, if their advances are going to be accepted. However, we got the Devil card here. All right. And again, this card represents addiction, depression, and bondage. So in this particular situation, I am definitely picking up an addiction to alcohol and alcoholism abuse. Big time. Possibly even a little bit of opioids in there, but more or less, the alcohol is really what's really standing out here with this individual. And they do quite. They're other than that, they're pretty okay sound individual, but they have a very bad drinking problem. Okay. Now, with that being said, this individual has some financial means here. I'm getting a sense here that they do come from a little bit of money here, and they do kind of like have their financial, when it comes to in terms of finances, they pretty much have their head on straight when it comes to that. Okay, like with you, they want to pursue something where they want to create some type of legacy, dealing with family, financial structure. So they're very financially sound in their decision making towards their finances. The issue here is their personal, like their social life. But when it comes in terms of business, they are very sharp in terms of business. Now, this person is looking to have their wishes fulfilled for sure. Okay, you will fulfill their wishes. You know, being in a long-term committed relationship with you is not a problem at all. Okay. Also, they want to have a recognized victory with you. All right. They definitely want to have a recognized victory with you. Again, show outwardly, show endearing forms of compassion. Wants to meet your family. Wants you to meet their family. You know, has no problem with any holding hands. Outward shows of affection in public. None of that. None of that's the problem at all here. What's really the heartbreaking issue here is we got this Ten of Swords aspect here. This is an individual that has, this is an issue where the discussion of alcohol abuse has been talked about numerous times with this individual. They know they have an issue. They know they have a problem. They're just under the mindset that they have it under control, and they don't. Um, and at this point, this is an individual that has most likely probably snuck out a few times. Um, this is a person that will probably hit the bar before they came home. You know, has a little bottle of something hidden somewhere in their briefcase or in their gym bag or something like that. This person has a serious alcohol problem. Has little bottles of alcohol, probably strategically placed around all of their belongings. Okay, so as not to get caught. This is a heartbreaking issue for you because there's a realization that you have that this person has an issue, and they need help, and so it's leaving you kind of feel like you've been stabbed in the back here by this person because they have assured you that the drinking was either controlled or just stopped altogether, and to your dismay, you found out that it wasn't. This individual is a water sign individual. Um, Good-looking individual as well. Fancies themselves as a good-looking individual. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy here. So yeah, there's that. So with that being said, let's see what type of strengths you're going to be dealing with here. What kind of strengths? What kind of strengths? What kind of strengths are my Scorpios going to be dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Scorpios going to be dealing with here? What kind of strengths are my Scorpios going to be dealing with here? Okay, here we go. Okay, it's good. So, here we go. We got the Queen of Swords, and that is a very good strength to have, especially in a situation such as this, because there is going to have to be a reckoning, I feel, with this particular situation, where there's going to have to be some ultimatums laid down, if they haven't already been. The Queen of Swords is an energy that tells it like it is. That just cuts right through the chase, gets right to the point. Using logic as the primer to the statements. So it's good that you have this as a strength, because that's what's going to really have to be utilized here, to possibly save this person's life even. So you have the ability to kind of tell it like it is and be very straight about it, very straightforward about it. In addition, here we have the Ace of Pentacles, and you're looking for this situation has got you kind of looking at other opportunities. Now, you like to have a fresh, a clean, healthy opportunity with this individual, but you are kind of like, I don't know how long I can hang in there, because I want certain things out of my life, and I feel like my life is beginning to slip away because I'm constantly worrying about this particular situation. We got the 10 of Cups. Long-term commitment, possible children at some point, okay? So there's that. Also, we're dealing with a 3 of Swords. This 3 of Swords here represents a third-party aspect, but it also represents heartache as well. And I feel as though this is less of a third-party situation and more of a heartache situation. And again, strengths. So this is your strength. You are preparing yourself to have your heart broken. Okay. As a matter of fact, I get the impression that you have been in that mode for quite some time, because this is something that you've been trying to work with this person through for some time. And there's been a lot of false starts here. So that's where we're at. Also, you're looking for there to be a sense of truth and transparency. That's very important, especially under the circumstances when you're dealing with someone, as I said, that is strategically hiding bottles of alcohol, containers of alcohol all over the place. Um, while simultaneously telling you that I'm done with that, I'm through with it, I can control it. You need this sense of transparency and truth um, in your life. And also, you have the Emperor card here, which says you're not afraid to assert yourself, assert your will, take control of a situation, and that's what you're going to do. You have asserted yourself. You're going to continue to assert your will here and take a leadership position and really give this individual like an ultimatum, one last ultimatum here. Um, we also have the Four of Pentacles here. So this is an energy here that is looking for an assured success. The closest thing to success as possible. And this represents this Four of Pentacles represents a lot of different perspectives. So let's go over a few real quick. Assured success as far as having success, helping this person work through this disease. This because alcoholism is a disease. So helping them work through this disease of alcoholism. That's number one. You want success in that. You want success in love. Okay, a meaningful, a deep love. Also, you want a healthy situation mentally for yourself, for your mate, for this individual. But also, if you want to have children with this individual, it's kind of hard. Um, it's kind of hard thinking about how your family's going to look, um, having to deal with someone that has an alcohol addiction problem. So that is something that you've really been putting a lot of time and effort into. And finally, here we got the two main cards. The first one is the Death card here. You are willing to. You are really beginning to. You're at your wit's end, okay, and you're really beginning to look at just starting completely over with someone else. Um, out with the old, in with the new. And you're really beginning to seriously consider that as a possibility at this point. And finally, the other most important card of this particular spread is Nine of Pentacles. You are willing, you're like, there's like maybe 10% left that you got. You're 90% kind of done with it. Just like there's still this 10% holding out here. And you're like, you know what? If this doesn't work, I'll just be single. I'll just be solo. I'd rather be by myself than to deal with this type of drama. That's what's going on here with that. All right. So with that being said, let's see what types of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation. What types of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation. What type of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation here. Okay, here we go. So, Two of Wands. You have choices, and you know you have choices, and you are very close to making a very discernible choice, one way or the other. Okay, it's come down to two choices here. Either you can continue going down this path, or you continue going down this path and get and really and get this individual some help again, or more help, or you can say, you know what, enough's enough. I've had enough. Enough's enough. I have to exit from the situation and just go in another direction. So those are the two distinctive choices you have. Okay. Also, we have the Eight of Pentacles here. And so, again, working repetitive tasks, working repetitive tasks. You've been, in the past, you have worked with this individual, okay? Consistently working with this individual to try to help them through this particular situation. Okay, this is what the Eight of Pentacles represents in this particular spread. That time is that time is coming to an end. Okay. Also, we have the Hermit card. A lot of soul searching, self-reflecting, and that's what you've done. A lot of soul searching, self-reflecting. Not so much before in the past. You were very optimistic, very hopeful. Now you're doing a lot of soul searching, self-reflecting, and you're just coming to the realization that this is a truly a soul-sucking situation. It's sucking your time, it's sucking your energy, and it's potentially sucking finances as well, and it's becoming a real issue. Finally, not finally, but I got one more card after this. We got the Moon card here. Deception. Um, in the past, you didn't want to admit to yourself that you were being deceived, that there was a bit of deception involved when this person said that they were done with that, that they got the help that they needed, that it was working, and it turned out not to be true. Okay? They're kind of, again, things that are going to change. You're kind of done dealing with the deception. Okay? Finally here, we have Knight of Wands. You want to move towards your own passions. And that is something that is becoming that is very prevalent here. You want to move towards your own passions in your own life. So with that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down. What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down here? Okay, so here we go. Absence. Particularly with this situation. You can see there absence. You can see that in the eyes. Just avoids. Just avoid. Spirit's trying to say that there's very little that's there. There's very little that you can do anymore. There is an absence of, this again, this soul sucking that I was talking about. That's what this card represents, is someone that just is absent of a soul. You're draining your life force dealing with this. And so that needs to come to an end. Spirit's really trying to say it may be time. It may be that time. In addition here, reaction. Okay? This action is causing a reaction. There's probably reactions here happening in your life that you're completely unaware of. Your happiness, the way you interact with people, your perspective is kind of becoming skewed. You're stagnant. So the reactions that are happening to you, you're unaware of these reactions that are happening in your life. You're unaware of it because you're just so constantly in the thick of this situation. So you need to get out of it. And also efficiency. You need to be more efficient with your time and be able to get a lot more out of your time than you are. You're spending too much time on this, and a lot of your day is just going to waste. It's being wasteful. It's being wasteful, worrying countlessly. So I don't often say this. Okay, I'm gonna shut this thing down. I don't often say this, but I think it would be better to absolve yourself of this situation and move on to calmer waters for sure. Okay, this whole reading has been very gloomy, if you will. Okay, so I would give this one last college try, as they say, with all the bells and whistles. Try to get the individual the help that they need, the rehab setup and things of that nature. Find yourself a good therapist, absolutely, or a good spiritual counselor, if you will, because you're gonna kind of like uplift your soul, to kind of get you in a place where you're mentally, physically, and spiritually able to move forward. Okay, that's very, very important. to teach you these techniques of meditation and of letting go and of not feeling guilty and things of that nature. And then you need to move on. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to end this thing now. If you haven't already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell at the top either to make sure you get notified about all the readings that I drop. This is a general love reading. It may not resonate with everyone. Hopefully it doesn't, but hopefully it doesn't resonate with it. May not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. You want to know something a little bit about your particular situation. Again, hit the link below. If this does resonate with you and you want to know a little bit more about this particular situation, again, the notification is below. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will definitely see you next time. Bye-bye.